Thanks for jumping on. My name is Eric. This is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supply company located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. And the purpose of this video is to show anyone who wants to take advantage of using our gang sheets how you can actually upload your own transfers to our gang sheets. Specifically, because this thing is trending really heavily, specifically how to upload your fan transfers, your Clack Fan transfers to our gang sheets, how to successfully do that, and how we had one customer figure out how to put 8 on a gang sheet. So have a lot of people who jumped into this fan craze. You've purchased designs from someone else, and maybe you got it off of another platform, and you went to you wanted to get it printed, and you used our gang sheet to get it printed. You uploaded that image, but you didn't size it according to your fan size. You have to size it according to your fan size. Just because you bought a fan transfer, that does not mean that it's going to be the size that you need. Also, we will not call you. We don't have that service. So that means that you send it, we print it, just like several other printing companies. Now, there are some printing companies that offer that service, and you have to pay extra for them to actually check your work. But I want you guys to ask yourself, if you send us something to be printed, how do we know if it's right or if it's wrong? How do we know if it's what it's supposed to be or if it's not? We don't know the measurements for the thing that you're sending. We don't know we don't know exactly what you're doing. Maybe you're sending some images that are small because you have smaller things to press on. So we don't know. So please take that out of the equation. Why didn't you call me? You should have known. I'm a new customer. If you have a question, don't just chat on our website. If it's important enough for you to swipe your credit card or your debit card to shop with us, then it is important for us to answer your question. So pick up the phone or email us, and we will respond. But take the time to reach out to us if you're not sure, if you're uncertain, before you make that final purchase and you say go. Because once you send it, we're printing it. We don't know if the images are right. We don't know if the sizes are right. We don't know that. Measure your transfers. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, we're talking about the fans, and I'm going to get to it, guys. But every fan is different. You may have bought your fan from someone else. These fans are not one size fits all. You may buy a fan from a different vendor. The fan may be a different size. So by all means, measure your fan. And then what I'm going to do right now is, as I share my screen, I'm going to go to my website, and you guys are going to be able to see how this one customer was able to upload and get 8 fan transfers, 8 of them, on one 44 by 60 inch gang sheet. That's about that's almost 4 feet. That's almost 4 feet by 5 feet long. So hello, everybody. As you jump on, thank you guys for dropping your city and state. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We are currently broadcasting, and you can see to our YouTube channel, which is The Blank Spot. I'm going to see if I can do this quickly. If we do a tutorial or an instructional, please take the time to go through that instructional and watch it, because it's going to be beneficial. Whether you go forward, speed it up, slow it down, make sure that you take the time, because it doesn't matter. It's always going to be somebody who did not see this that needed to, that's going to get it incorrectly. I am on our website. The website is theblankspot.com. And guys, please, if you have any questions, go to our YouTube, which is The Blanks Spot. Drop that question in the comments, and I will address those questions. I am on my website. The website is theblankspot.com. Don't forget the S's, both S's. And what we're doing is, my wife has made it very simple. So we're going to scroll down. Okay. We're scrolling down. You see right here, it has a video on how to press the Clack fan using the 15 by 15 heat press. And it also shows you how to put it together. Okay. Next, it says you can shop all fan transfers here. And the next tab, it says click here to upload your Clack fan design. That's going to take you to our custom transfers. So I'm going to click right here. Once I click there, it's going to bring me to the next page. I'm going to scroll, and it says custom sublimation prints and transfers. Now we have 5 different gang sheets. The 6th one that you see is an all over transfer. You can't use that. You can only use that for t-shirts. So The customer actually used a 44 by 60, which is our largest gang sheet, to put 8 transfers on there. And these sublimation gang sheets, and I forgot to mention, these are sublimation, not DTF. These sublimation gang sheets can be used, and they, if used effectively, they can make a lot of sense. So we're talking about the fan transfer. So we're going to choose the 44 by 60. So as I select that, it's going to bring me to the next page. Internet is a little slow. Got a little lag here. Okay, here's something that's very important. I need you guys to read. If you just go ahead and click all these things that says agree, then that means that you have taken and accepted responsibility for what's going on next. It says shipping is calculated at checkout. Of course, it has the price. Please allow 48 to 72 business hours for production time. If you don't check that, you won't be able to move on. Checking that says you agree. We are not responsible for images that are pixelated or blurry. We will not size your image. Once again, I repeat, we will not size your image. You will have the ability to do that in the design program. How your file is placed in the design program is what we will print. I think that one, the second one my wife put in there, is very clear. We're not responsible for pixelated or blurry images. We won't design or size your image. And what you put in there is what we print. Next, we're not responsible for colors. The colors may be slightly different depending on the printer that's being used. And we're going to put another blurb in there depending also how you see it on your screen. Okay, your screen may not be calibrated, so that's going to matter as well. Plus, we are using sublimation printers, so that's going to matter for us. The colors are going to be vibrant. Do not mirror your artwork. That means don't flip it backwards, okay? Don't mirror your artwork. Our software is going to do that for you automatically. You will be redirected to the designer site to place your file on the size paper that you requested. That means whatever image size that you requested, we chose the 44 by 60. Once you click agree and you do the last one, it's going to redirect you to that design space, okay? Last one says, do not use the remove all white feature in the design program, okay? You want to make a habit of taking out or removing your background. You want to remove your background before you upload your image. The white space around your image, it accounts for the measurements. So if you have a lot of white space outside your measurements, then your measurements are going to be off. You're going to choose your quantity here. You're going to choose 1 through however many gang sheets you want. Once you choose your quantity, you're going to click on upload file here, upload your files here, that green rectangle, and now it's going to redirect you to that gang sheet. Now, once we get to this gang sheet size, there's going to be a couple of pop-ups. Welcome to the gang sheet builder. Okay, we're going to X that out. Over to your left-hand side, there's a section that says graphics, and there's also a section that says upload your files here. We're going to upload our files here. Hopefully it's on your computer already. Okay, hopefully it's on your device. And I forgot to mention, this works best if you're on your laptop or your desktop. This may not work best on a mobile device. So if you're doing this on your phone, it could work or it could not. If you're doing it on a tablet, it could or could not work, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. Once I double click, it's going to show up over here in the left-hand side. If you guys are just jumping on, we are showing you how to use our gang sheet builder, and this is going to be very important if you're looking to do gang sheets for any types of sublimation, and we're focusing right now on the fans, okay? So now, once that picture shows up on the left-hand side, all you want to do is click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to show up in the design software. Now, I'm going to do something that I told you not to do. So don't follow me. I said, do not use the remove all white. I've been having some issues with my Mac, and I uploaded this with the transparent PNG background, but for some reason let me go back. For some reason it keeps coming in on white. So let's see. I'm gonna see if I can use this basic background removal. And it removed it. So I used the basic background removal option and removed it. Now I want you to remember something. This is a depiction of a 44-inch wide by 60-inch long design space. That means if you decide that you want to make it bigger, over here to the right top under confirm, you'll see settings. There's going to be a plus and minus arrow. Right now it's at 90%. Okay. So if you want to make it bigger, you can make it bigger. All right. Also, if you go back over to your left where it says graphics, you're going to see where it says dimensions. You're also going to see to the right of that, it's going to say change. So you have the dimensions. Right now it's at 8.4 by 4.24 inches. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in the change. When I clicked in the change, it opened up the boxes for me to actually put my numbers in. Then there's a lock box on the side. I'm going to unlock this. When I unlock this, I'm going to put my measurements in. This particular one I'm measuring 26 by 13.3. You have to know your fan measurements. Then I'm going to lock it back. Once I lock it back, you see it didn't change. Once I lock it back, I'm going to click, and this is already selected. I'm going to click on change, and it just changed my image. Here's the problem, guys. You guys are getting these images. You're getting these images from whoever, and I'm sure there's some great images, but you're uploading them. Okay, you're uploading them to our design, and you're leaving them as the size that they came in, thinking that we're gonna adjust it, or it's just gonna drastically or dramatically just size itself. It won't do that. Okay, so once you do that and you got your size, I locked it back. Once you do that, you got your size. Now you want to position this. Okay, right across the top right here under where it says design and it says gang sheet and the size, sublimation, all that stuff. There's some familiar to some people. There's some familiar add-ons here. Okay, so I got this highlighted. I'm going to duplicate this first. Before I duplicate it, I'm going to position it the way I want to position it. So I'm going to rotate it. And the whole idea now, it's a puzzle game. Okay, it's a puzzle game. You want to make sure that you place these in a position to where they're not overlapping, they're not touching, but also you're putting as many as you can on here without, damaging your image. Now, here's another thing, guys. There's a little triangle right here. That triangle is basically saying that the DPI is not good enough. That sometimes is a glitch with our program. Not that this is third-party program. So if all you have to do is make it bigger. Make it bigger. And if it looks clear to you, then you're going to be okay. All right. So I just made it bigger. It looks good. I'm putting it back down to the regular percentage. Now, I don't have to keep on going to my file and upload if I have the same image. If I have different images, I can add them. But if I have the same image, all I'm going to do is make sure I highlight this, which is highlighted, and I'm going to select duplicate. Once I select duplicate, I'm going to bring this thing down here, and I'm going to rotate it and position it to where I want it to be. Once I position it, I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to duplicate. Once I duplicate that one, I'm going to rotate it. It recommends that the DPI is 250 to 300. The other thing I found out, guys, as I'm doing this, the other thing that I found out is that there are a lot of people who are using software. There's a lot of people who are using software, and I shouldn't have done that. That is not compatible. Everybody wants to use a very easy software. There's nothing wrong with it. One thing that I learned about a particular software, Canva in particular, is that you have to be careful that you are not using certain Canva in certain softwares, because the DPI will still not, even if you save it as a DPI, the correct DPI, sometimes it just won't work. So I recommend that you use Publisher is a good thing. You can actually use Silhouette Studio as well. Some people are going to use Photoshop, but you want to make sure that you got a good DPI. So now I'm going to go ahead and continue to repeat. I'm duplicating. As I duplicate this, I'm going to rotate it. By now, y'all ought to have the idea of how to do this. And I promise you guys, it is not rocket science. Of course, if you've not done it before, duplicate, highlight, and duplicate. If you've not done it before, it could be a little scary because nobody wants to mess up. When you put this on the line, make sure you don't go past the line. You don't want it to go inside. If you're not seeing your entire image, that means that that's how it's going to print. So make sure it stops at that line. I know a lot of you guys haven't used third-party software before, and that's going to be one of the issues. So there's no shame in giving us a call or emailing us, okay? I know a lot of you guys are at work during the daytime, and I respect that. But if you want to make sure your projects are coming out right, you may just have to pick up the phone and give us a phone call. I promise you, it's going to be worth giving us a phone call to save some money. So now you see I have 6 images on here, and the designs are, the measurements are 26 inches wide by 13.3 inches high. I'm going to attempt to put 2 more designs on here. The great thing about this software is that it allows you to adjust, move, and turn. Now, this won't work. This will not work with the rectangle images. It will only work, that we found, with these like half moon or donut type images. I'm going to highlight this, and then I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to rotate this, and then place it here. All right, guys. I just put 8 of them on here. I just put 8 fan transfers on a gang sheet. Now, I don't like talking prices on the lives, but this particular gang sheet is $37.99. I just got 8 fan transfers, and I know these fan transfers are going to fit our fans. I'm not sure what fans you have, but I know they're going to fit our fans. I just put 8 fan transfers on this gang sheet. All you got to do now is take and divide $37.99 by 8 and see how much you're paying per transfer. I think it's like $4.74 for custom transfers. Once you're here, you're going to say confirm. Now it's going to say graphic resolution. I told you already, if it says the graphic resolution, make your images big so you can see that it's not pixelated. If you're happy with it, proceed despite the errors. Confirm the design. And it lets you know there's some errors. We can't see this. We can't see this on our end. But what you can see is right here. This is what it looks like in real time. Nothing's touching. That's what it looks like in real time. So you're going to be okay with this, okay? Once you do that, you're going to confirm my designs. You're going to put your information in if you have an account, your email, all that good stuff. And then it takes you to the checkout. You've just witnessed me put 8 fan transfers on a 44 by 60 inch gang sheet. Once again, let's go over some logistics. Make sure you measure your fan, because you may have a fan that's larger than what I measured, and you may not be able to put 8 of them on there. But you can put 6, still saving money. The one thing that I want you guys to remember is that we're here to make sure your job is easier.